live. Welcome back to our channel. I am Jessica and
Rachel, as usual, who's never here.
Today we're going to be doing the burger book stack tag. I'm not exactly sure who started this because I don't think I shoved it in my thingy here. No, I didn't. If somebody knows, I'll have to go look that up. I never thought even to look that up. That's bad. Bad, Jessica. Bad. That's so bad because you're supposed to do that.
Oops.
Burger stack. I think I just found it on the list of stuff. We get some like nice background music.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Is it loud?
No, it kind of, I thought you were humming.
No, that's my dad getting ready for his guitar auditions for USF.
Do you believe that I can't find anything for that? Like nothing.
You think somebody would want to take credit for it?
Yeah, because normally like if you put it in, it'll come up like on the side of it. That's so weird. Well, I'll have to like hunt it down later. All right, so anyway, whoever created this tag, thank you very much. We were not tagged to do this tag. It's a lot of tags. Just decided to do it anyway because I thought it was awesome. We need to do the next one we need to do is like the unpopular opinions tag.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get hate mail.
Right? Threatening letters.
All right, so the first thing on this is that we are building a burger made of books. So the first one is we needed a bun or a bottom bun. So we were supposed to choose the first book in a series that we loved. So I chose Storm Siren because the ending of this I was quite dead and it was just so amazing. And I'm really excited for the next book to come out, and I've got it and I cannot wait to read it. And this is one of the very few series that I don't actually have to reread all of these to just pick up book 3, which is awesome. That never happens, like ever. What did you pick? And this is by Mary Weber.
I need to read that series.
Awesome. It's so awesome. I need to get these signed. What was yours?
Huh?
What was yours?
Everybody's favorite.
Woo! Well, it never dawned on me to pick that. Oh, I'm a bad fan.
How can you not like this book? That ending.
I know. That is one of the very few books within our online book club, read book club, that like everybody loved it. You know, even everybody loved that book. I don't think anybody hated that book like at all, which never happens.
There was nothing to hate in this book. Like honestly, that ending really like killed me.
Yes, and I am so waiting for the next book, and it should be here. It's due here Tuesday, but no, it's bad because Tuesday we're getting the tax return. I won't be home. I won't be here.
I'll be home.
Ish.
I'll be at school, but I'll be home at some point.
Right now, though, I don't even get to read it yet because I have to do I decided to split up my TBR list. So I've got the site posting book ones to series that I have like all the series or most of the series. I have more than just one book. And then I've got the YouTube stuff on here doing the standalone. So I've got 6 extra books to read every single month just to try and get through these 200 and now 230 books. And that's not including book 2s. And
I wish I had that problem. I mean, I have a lot of books to read, but not even that many books.
You wouldn't have any place to put it in that room of yours. Your room is really like, I mean, you've seen my room. It's like what, like twice the size of your room, at least. Your room is tiny. You're in a hobbit hole.
I am. It feels like it some days. Well, your TBR list, your 200 books is like how many I have in my collection in general.
It was way
more. Including the books I've read.
I know. Well, I mean, remember last year when we went to Jacksonville on my birthday. I mean,
I went from having one shelf of books, if that, to like
you brought
needing to get like another shelf.
I had like one good stack and then an itty bitty little stack that I brought. I mean, you came home with like what would I normally come home with? You know, I mean, they had nothing that I didn't already have, which we need to come up with a date that we're going.
Will do. Just tell me when and I can see if I can maybe get that Saturday off. We can at least go on a Saturday.
Yeah, because then, you know, if we want to like hop a hotel or something, we don't have to worry about racing back.
Yeah.
That's a lot of driving for Donnie. Poor Donnie.
Right.
All right, so the next book, from us yapping here, our next book is The Meat. So we needed to choose a meaty, thick book that we've read and enjoyed that is at least 400 pages. That one was actually pretty easy to do because finding a book that's 400 plus pages is not that difficult. The next one,
everybody writes that many pages now.
The next one was horrendous. I mean, the rest of these I picked out, you know, in the pinch. The rest of them not. This one not. The next one's not so much. Those are really hard. All right, so I picked Daughter Smoke and Bone. This was actually on our book club list the beginning of last year, and I didn't get around to reading it. But I finally got around to reading it earlier last month via the TBR challenge, and it's amazing. And I'm actually so scared to read the next two books because they said like the first book was amazing, and then the next two books sucked. And yeah, they said that about the Ruby Red series.
Dang it, I want to read that series.
I know, and I'm so scared now because I loved book one and I'm going to die. Okay, what was yours?
Again, another favorite.
See, you picked like all the books that I didn't pick.
This book
looks amazing.
This book is like life.
Yes. And I love the ending and that series. I love that series more than the Mortal Instruments series. You know, those three books were just so beyond amazing, and Clockwork Princess is my favorite of the three books. And
this one made me so happy and so freaking sad at the same time. I cried.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know, that one has a very... Okay, here, if you guys don't want spoilers, if you haven't read Clockwork Princess, go close your ears. When I do this, you can come back. Put us on mute. Okay, so that, of course, yes, with the genealogy and stuff, you know, you find out, of course, that Tessa and Will are the great-great-great-grandparents of Jace, which I didn't know that, and I'm just, like, freaking out. And then, you know, in the end of that, I mean, Tessa with that love triangle, she got something that most people in these books never get. I mean, she got to be with both people, you know? I mean, who gets to say that the two people that were the love of their life, that they got to be with both of them, you know? And now with this, like, the only thing that's keeping me watching the Shadowhunters TV series because they mentioned Tessa. That's it. That's all I've got.
That ending broke my heart and mended it back together.
I know, and I'm just like, oh, they got a whole life together with Will, and they had kids that were shadow hunters, and then, you know, it skips, and then, you know, Will dies, you know, of old age, and then, you know, goes into her being on the bridge, then finding out that Jem, you know, is no longer, you know, a silent brother, and he's cured, and all this stuff. I mean, it's so amazing. And we get 3 more books in that thing. I know, in a spin-off, and I'm like, yay! And I think it's about their children.
If I remember correctly, something like that.
What is it like? I think it's the Lost Hours. And I'm just like, yay!
I'm gonna have to reread the series again.
I may not have to, but if we reread it, I'll definitely reread it with you. And
I just want to reread it because I love it so much.
Because it's awesome. Okay, like there's the flag to come back there. Oh my god, as soon as I get on here, my nose starts itching really bad. Oh my god, you're like crying, aren't you?
No, I'm cold actually. It's freezing over here.
Oh, it wasn't here. Now that I'm all hyped up on like book feels, you know, I'm like all overheated now. Is my phone ringing?
Not mine.
Oh no, that's the music. Because that's what I thought it was to begin with. I thought it was. I thought my phone was ringing.
We just get background music.
Right? Okay, so the next one was really hard because we're supposed to pick 2 thin books that are 200 pages or less, one that we've read and enjoyed, and one that we haven't read yet. And that is so hard. I mean, you guys can see my books. I don't have thin books, like, at all. All these books are massive, you know? I mean, they are massive. I wonder how many. This one's just sitting here. I wonder how many. See, this one's even like 300 pages, and it's look like this. That's over 300 pages. It doesn't even look like it's over 300 pages. So what did you pick? Because you picked actual books that fit the description.
They were close enough. They ran over by like 5 or 10 pages, but you know what? They were closer than the like 240 something I was seeing. So the first book was Faden, Peggy Martinez. I read this series before she became published. She's a self-publishing author, and you know, time travel, and you know, you have werewolves and vampires, and
I love that book. The cover to that. Yeah, so pretty.
Well, I love the covers to all of them. Plus, they're that like really nice like matte.
They're not.
Yeah.
Set my back up to here. Okay, that's better.
And then, sadly, the next book was the second in the series because
that's cheating. But have you read that book?
I'm gonna say yes and no. I read it.
You're supposed to pick one that you hadn't read.
The thing is, she's changed a lot in this second book. That she said I probably wouldn't recognize it being the second book.
Oh, so you read it as like what, like an ARC or something?
I read it when she was self-publishing.
Oh, okay.
So they've made her change a lot in this series. So.
Huh?
I love the covers. They're just so pretty.
They are.
And then you can see book 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're gorgeous. Book 3 will be coming in the mail next month, I think, for me.
Nice. So mine, I didn't get to do that. I kind of cheated. Because although this is probably under 200 pages, if you just do one of the novellas, it's not actually a physical full story. I feel so bad. Okay, so I'm not going to count that one, but that is one I haven't read yet. I haven't read this. I haven't gotten to this yet. So it does match that I haven't read it, but it isn't under 200 pages. I don't have anything under 200 pages. I don't even think this is under 200 pages. Okay, this is under 200 pages. I haven't read it yet. It's 144 pages. So there's the one that I haven't read yet. Jamie McGuire is awesome. This is the first book in the series.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, this is the special edition because it's signed.
Is it new adult or?
It's new adult. This is the one that I keep saying that if she would have added a little bit of magic to it, it would have been the perfect retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Like, would have not have gotten any better than that. All right, so the other one, I don't think I have anything else that's going to be under 200 pages, so I just picked The Devouring. This book is amazing. This is got to be one of the creepiest books I've ever read. This is an amazing series. This is definitely something they need to turn into either a movie or a TV series or something. And if you look at the back of it, it gives you a description of what the creatures are, and it says Devourers, evil demonic beings that inhabit human bodies on Starry Night, the darkest hours of the winter solstice. Then it gives you a nice little creepy poem to freak you out. When dark creeps in and eats the light, bear your fears on Starry Night, for in the winter's blackest hours comes the feasting of the Devourers. No one can see it, the life they stole. Your body's here, but not your soul.
All right, I'm buying that.
I need to get this in hardback. So if we can find me a cheap copy of this in hardback, you can have paperback if you want it. These are so awesome. Awesome series. All right, so the next one is time for a nicely sliced tomato. Choose an average size book you loved or one that you hated between 200 and 400 pages. So what is yours? The Taking.
You could have guessed. Come on, you could have guessed. I friggin' loved this book.
Book was awesome.
Aliens, and love.
Yes. I need to read book 2. I still haven't read book 2 of it yet. I have it.
The Taking by Kimberly Durting. Yes.
Over here, somewhere.
Yes. And it's fine.
The E's and the G's over here, so. I think you won that before you actually became a co-blogger.
Yep. Back when I was just a follower.
Follow me into the depths of hell.
Right. That's what it feels like.
Especially the past 2 weeks. She's been doing a lot of the book stuff because I've been dealing with a very 5-year-old, which is so much fun. Then on the way home, and Darn started sneezing and coughing, and I'm like, no.
Nope, don't think about it. Keep it, put it away.
The sickness has been banned just completely. All right, so mine is The Shifting by Bethany Wiggins. I love this book to death. Oh my God. This book is amazing. I really wish that she had gotten a chance to write a sequel to this. This is by Bloomsbury. Bloomsbury, if by chance somebody's watching this and they can like do a shout, like bombard Bloomsbury with tweets. We need a Shifting book 2. Please, please. This book made me bawl, ugly cry, tears. At the end of it is just, oh my God. This was almost worse than Hollowed from Cynthia Hand from the Unearthly series. I have not cried so much in a book other than that one, like ever. I spent 90% of that book crying. This one, the end of this puts that book to shame.
Worse than Clockwork Princess?
No, I mean, that one made me cry, but it was more like, kind of happy tears, versus sad. Oh my God, these people are going to die, and they died, and no.
Okay, I'm getting it.
You have to read that. Just seriously, you have to read it. All right, so the next one, it's about shifters. I mean, if you couldn't guess. The next one is The Sauce. So this is either a book that you've never tried before and you don't know if you're going to love it or hate it, or a book that you thought you'd hate but you loved, or a book that you thought you loved but you hated it. So what did you choose for one of those?
Walk Unearth a Stranger.
So that's the one that you thought that you were going to love and you hated it, or a book that you hated it but you thought you were going to hate it but you loved it?
Thought I was going to hate, but I loved.
How did you think you were
going to? Because I like my fantasy books. I like more like, you have supernatural,
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, especially that one, because that, I think I gave that book a 4-star because it was a very solid 4-star. Because although that it's about a girl who can sense gold, everywhere, she doesn't do a lot of it in that book. That book is mostly walking and travel. And then with little bits and pieces of other stuff shoved in it. And I understand why it needed to be that way, but I really kind of wish that would have been summed up in half the book. And then they got to where I think they were going to California?
Yeah, for the gold rush.
And then after that, then it started in, with them being, wherever they are going to be, because that was it was really long for that to go on. And although, I mean, I understand it, and the author does very well with it, because that's the author of The Girl of Fire and Thorns, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So she does very well with the whole walking travel thing, but it's a lot to do that in an entire book. She did it much better than the other book that I read the other day that we just won't talk about. No.
Yeah.
So mine is immaculate. I had an ARC from Viking for this, and I thought I was going to hate it because I was guessing that it was going to be very religious in nature, because it's about a girl that gets pregnant and she's never had sex. She's a virgin. And I was very surprised. It's very good. It is set up so there could be another book, but it does sum everything up very nicely. So if you are worried that it's set up like a series, it is, but it does end. So it has a very good ending to it. This girl, she deals with religious fanatics on both sides, the people that hate her and the people that love her to death. It was very interesting. It has a very, it doesn't really have a religious feel to it, I guess you could say. It's more fantasy than anything else. Have you read it yet?
No.
Because the lady that tells her what's going to happen, although she does have a very, like an angel feel to her, she's very snarky, which I just loved. She very, very snarky. And I'm trying to think of a character that everybody would know and I could, pair that woman with, but kind of like, your grandmother. Like you have one of them crazy grandmothers that dyes her hair a different color every week. She doesn't care what anybody else thinks. She's very, very snarky, and it was amazing. The author did an amazing job, and I think this was her debut. It doesn't say. Normally it says. I don't know. But if it is, she did an amazing job with that. I mean, this is not a thin book. This thing is thick, and it was awesome. So even if you're not into the religious books and stuff, definitely check this one out. I mean, that's the same thing that goes for Storm Siren and the Dune series. Those are all published via a Christian publisher, so a lot of people don't pick them up. But you really should, because they're not really religious in any way, shape, or form. I mean, Storm Siren is about a lady who has powers,
Oh, the Dune series. Oh.
The Dune series, is time travel, parallel. Well, not time. I don't consider it time travel because they're not actually traveling through time. It's more like alternate dimension type thing, and it's amazing, and it's awesome.
In Scotland. Yeah,
Scotland. I mean, it's the Outlander for teens. Is the way that I sum that up. It's just they're not time traveling. They're traveling via a different dimension.
And Miss Melissa Lander's best Scottish accent.
Yes. I should have gotten that on tape. Actually, I think I might have.
I think you did.
Check my phone.
I think you were taping at that point. Yeah, that was great. Even wish I could do accents.
Right. Awesome. I've got a whole bunch of them on there. I'll have to check. If it's on there, I will post it on.
Yeah, post it on YouTube anyway. I think the authors will like it.
Yeah, it's only like two minutes though, so it's not very long.
Better than nothing.
All right, so then our last one is another bun on top to complete our burger. My burger has a very thin bun on the top. So it's choose the last book in a series that you are dreading the release of, or were dreading the release because you didn't want the series to end. If this would have been December, I would have totally picked the last book of the House of Night series, but I didn't love it.
I heard there's a death in there that I'm really afraid to see. So
what's yours? Oh, that's right. The Reckoning.
Yes, The Reckoning by Lily St. Crow. A series you didn't like, but I loved. And I love this book. Even if I hated the ending. Why? I love this series. I could reread this series all the time.
I actually have a few that I'm really dreading the ending to. You know, Dune, the Storm Siren series, that's coming out, I think, this month or the beginning of next month. Dune is the ending of that for book 4 isn't coming out till November. Then we've got the Jewel series that's ending. I mean, there's so much stuff that book 3s are coming out or book 4s, and the series is ending. But on the top of my list of stuff that I actually have, so I can actually show you guys, is book 3 in the Perfect Ruin series. I think that's what this series is called. I don't remember. Oh no, it's the Interment Chronicles. And this book comes out next month. This will actually be up for grabs because it's an ARC. Thank you to Simon & Schuster for this. And I'm really, really sad that this series is coming to an end. Book 1 is amazing. Book 2 was okay. The ending of book 2 was amazing. And this one I'm going to be reading here, not this week coming, but the week after. So there's a whole bunch of really good books that are on our calendar right now because I just redid it.
Yay!
I'm going to be reading my butt off. Oh my God. I'm just going to go from one book to the other. Do the review, do the post, go to the next book. And that's all I'm going to get done this week. And that is everything. Now I'm kind of depressed. Got all these books ending.
You're depressed about that? I want to reread the Infernal Devices now.
Right? They're down there. I hope that we find those in the little baby hardbacks.
Wouldn't that be? Oh, I went to Walmart today. I didn't see them at my Walmart. So I'm going to have to go look at another Walmart tomorrow to see if I can find them because I want all of them.
Yeah. My Walmart still has them, so I can always grab them from there.
Okay. Yeah, let me check the other one tomorrow. And if I don't see them there, I'll have you pick them up for me.
I need to send you your jacket anyway.
All right.
Ninja Turtles!
I swear your daughter just stole it from me.
A darn called dibs. She's like, if Rachel doesn't want it, I'll just keep it. Can I wear it? She's like, can I just wash it and I'll just wear it?
Oh, goodness.
I don't think Rachel would like that.
I wouldn't care.
Your jacket is being used.
I don't care. I have younger siblings.
Right.
These are for kids. Nothing like that bothers me.
All right, so here in 2 weeks, if I can find my calendar here, in 2 weeks we will be back and we will be talking about 5 books that blew our minds. Of course, which is also our Thursday meme, and that's 3 books. But I actually already had this one picked out. I don't know. Do you want to do that one or would you rather do the unpopular opinions tag?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I have 5 books that blew our mind, which is probably books that blew everybody's mind. Because I could rattle those things off like right now, just like that, pretty easily. Because 2 of them you probably already know what they are. One you showed today, and the other one, we meant the authors, so it's always on that list. Always. Right. For Killer, what is it, Killer Instinct? Yeah, Killer Instinct.
Yes.
That is always on that list. There is no other book out there that has ever blew our minds that bad, like ever.
That was one of those where you see the answer and you're like, wait, did I read this wrong? This is a typo.
This is the old hardback cover. The new covers look like this. But if you love mystery, this is definitely a book to pick up. Even if you don't like mystery, this is still a book. Thriller, mystery, murder, avenging. This is awesome. You will never, if you read this and you guess who the bad guy is before they actually tell you, I want to know type of book. Because that book is so beyond crazy. Because, I didn't see it. Nothing. You are completely, as the reader, you are in the dark, in a deep hole, covered in concrete. And all you have is a little pea light. You can see this much of space around you with that light, and that's it. Everything else is darkness. You don't know. That's how that book made me feel. Yeah,
That book was great.
Awesome. I think it was awesome. I don't know. Do we have other books that we could use that blew our minds?
I don't know.
Oh, here, we can talk about it. We'll get off there. So definitely check us out in 2 weeks on the 21st, and we will have something going on. So you'll find out.
We'll decide at some point.
It'll post. All I have to do is change the title to it. So we'll catch you guys in 2 weeks.